Latvia sounds. It sounds like the sea. It sounds like rustling leaves. It sounds like bird songs and animal voices. Latvia sounds with harps, accordions and pipe organs. It sounds with blacksmith hammer blows and blazing forge fire, people's voices and the laughter of children. Indāne is a homestead where city dwellers can feel the best where Latvian craftsmanship lives, in the Latvian countryside. There's endless love for nature and work here. Signe Ezeriņa, who once was an urban woman herself but moved during the early 90s, created a beautiful farmhouse where you can see farm animals and a collection of ancient tools and possibly enjoy sauna and organic homemade products. Even film and television crews love this beautiful homestead. Filming of the TV series Likteņa līdumnieki, The Clearers of Faith, the movie Little Robbers, and the show Modern Latvian Taste took place in here. A short time ago, the small Drulienes elementary school with 70 students was on the brink of closure. The seemingly inevitable closing was avoided by taking upon one more function, becoming a cultural and educational center for children and adults who can learn variety of knowledge and skills here. Children, together with adults, can practice the skill of making traditional musical instruments here and learn to play them as well. Viktors Černoglazos is the teacher of kokle, a traditional harp-like instrument making. He's a teacher of handicrafts and carpentry craftsman and a master craftsman of lathe. To learn the harp making, he himself has gone a long and difficult road, but now he believes that everyone can make a harp under the guidance of a good teacher. It has been done by both little boys and girls as well as adults, even by a woman while expecting. Gunārs Igaunis, a musician, music teacher, and a socially active man, has created his own musical instrument workshop and a museum. Gunārs is a big collector of musical instruments. He makes as well as plays them himself. The Museum of Ancient Musical Instruments boasts a large collection of accordions, harmonicas, zithers, and other ancient musical instruments. The owner tells the story of each musical instrument and playing traditions. Visitors can watch the manufacturing process of a new musical instrument as well as hear the host play them. Everyone interested can try to make one of the old-fashioned or newly made musical instruments sound. Jānis Kalniņš makes and repairs musical instruments that are large in size. For over 20 years, he has been building and restoring pipe organs in Ogawa. Jānis is also a pastor at Ogawa's Lutheran Church, but he learned his craft from Gunārs Dalmanis, the Riga Dome Cathedral pipe organ master. Because pipe organ making is a rare, specific, and time-consuming craft, there is not enough work for the workshop. Therefore, Master also restores pianos, barrel pianos, and harmonicas. The major customers for Ogawa's pipe organ workshop are from Sweden, Finland, and Norway. The instruments built in Ogawa can be heard playing in Lithuania, France, and Italy. A pipe organ and a hurdy-gurdy built by Jānis Kalniņš and his team can also be found in the Livonian Order Castle in Ventspils. The ancient musical instrument master Aleksandrs Mejers, on the other hand, specializes in making of a small musical instruments, even from a walnut. He makes ancient Latvian folk music instruments such as blow whistles and bagpipes and uses a variety of natural materials, rattle traps, wind chimes and others. He also experiments with the new non-traditional instruments. The craftsman has a range of instruments on display, he allows visitors to play them, and he also teaches the making of a thatch whistle. He has been making musical instruments since 1996, collaborating with the music publishing house Upe, The River, and the salon and art gallery Grieži, Solstice. More rhythmical, yet more monotonous sounds you will hear at Edgars Vronskis' workshop in Daugavpils. Edgars is a blacksmith engaged in artistic metalworking. He makes a variety of both functional and decorative metal items, but his wife Oksana, who is also the master's muse, helps him with the product blueprints. Master receives tourists and introduces them to the daily life of a blacksmith. Visitors here have the opportunity to try blacksmithing and make a lucky coin or a souvenir. The blacksmith actively participates and showcases his craftsmanship in markets and fairs, both in Latvia and abroad. You will also hear the rhythmical song of a hammer at the workshop of the jeweler Māris Braže. The master makes authentic ancient bronze and copper jewelry typical in the Latvian territory. Since childhood, the craftsman was interested in museums, antiquities and archaeological excavations, and turned to jewelry making 14 years ago. He began to explore metal casting technologies and authentic jewelry making. He researches and makes jewelry for national costumes, demonstrates metal casting and jewelry making during fairs and medieval crafts and fight showcase events. The jeweler also travels around Latvia and trains those interested in this art, as well as receives visitors in Bauska. Purs, a center for traditional medieval crafts in Piltene and Ivarspeldeķis, make typical medieval objects, costumes and weaponry. The guests here will receive a special salute from a cannon, a meal consisting of grain porridge, meat soup and poor men's pancakes, and one can even learn the skill of archery. Entertainment here is happening in the spirit of the Middle Ages, with a tickling bench, fortune casting and fortune telling with cards. The rough medieval environment also indicates that the social contribution of the host is even more important than the medieval attributes. Ivars is helping underprivileged and less fortunate people by employing them, and showing that these people can also be useful to the society. Thus, he's turning the darkest songs of life into little sunnier ones. It is only a small part of the Latvian craftsmanship. So visit Latvian music workshops yourself, test your abilities to play an instrument, and try your hand at blacksmith hammer wielding in order to hear how Latvia sounds.